What's up, DC Nation? Back to another review of The Flash. And guys, this is a new issue Flash number 756. And guys, this is actually a new storyline too, the Reverse Flash family, or Legion of Zoom. They're pretty much calling it Legion of Zoom Part 1, but this issue is actually split up into like two parts in a way. Two different people's perspectives. We got the Reverse Flash and we got Flash, our main character, Barry Allen. Now, what happened last issue in the Flash Age finale, what we saw was pretty much, okay, Flash recruited Reverse Flash to fight against Paradox, his big villain, and Godspeed was there with them. They all fought off. Reverse Flash was kind of like a hero, right? We're like, man, Reverse Flash is actually not betraying him. But then he did. They beat Paradox. Reverse Flash has revealed that he actually killed Godspeed's brother, August Hart's brother, and that's what drove August to become Godspeed. So, see Reverse Flash just snap his neck and then just run off, and Barry's now angry. He's like, I made this happen. I made a big mistake to pretty much recruit Reverse Flash and stop Paradox. Because now Reverse Flash is going off to do his own thing. And we actually find out what he's doing. So I'm actually going to start out with Reverse Flash, what he's been doing this issue. And you can tell by pretty much the title, the Reverse Flash family, he was recruiting different villains to his own family to fight off against the Flash family. Now, the first villain he recruits in this issue is actually Gorilla Grodd. Now, this issue starts out many years ago, and we see that pretty much, this is when actually Gorilla Grodd ruled Gorilla City. He actually has some speed power. He's actually pretty powerful at this point. And Reverse Flash shows up, Gorilla Grodd immediately grabs him by the neck, actually catches him. Reverse Flash barely gets out, but he's like, hey, I'm not here to fight you. I'm actually here to team up with you against pretty much Flash. Hear me out. So pretty much Gorilla Grodd joins him. Then what we see next is actually pretty much Reverse Flash is traveling to different parts in the timeline to recruit these villains when they're at their peak. So this is not just Reverse Flash going to Iron Heights being like, hey, who wants to come with me and fight Flash? No, he's being strategic. He's actually going to these points to get the most powerful versions of the most powerful villains of the Flash, which is pretty smart. But he goes to this one point in time and actually gets Captain Cold and Golden Glider when they're trying to rob a bank. Now, Captain Cold's like, hey, I don't team up with speedsters. But Reverse Flash's like, hey, you want to beat the Flash though, right? So, let's team up. But who he gets next is then the Trickster. He goes to Iron Heights when pretty much the original Trickster, the OG Trickster, is trapped there. And he's talking to himself, saying, hey, when I get out of here, I'm going to fight off against the Rogues. I'm going to be the best. I'll beat the Flash. And Reverse Flash's like, yeah, you'll totally do that. But first, you can help me out. So he shows up, he gets pretty much the Trickster, and Trickster's like, wait, what do you need me for? What's the first thing you need? And Reverse Flash's like, well, there's this guy called the Turtle, the original Flash villain who's trapped here, and the Turtle is he pretty much slows down things, and he can beat speedsters. So Reverse Flash's like, I'm not risking that, so Trickster, you deal with it. So Trickster actually gets Turtle out, and now Reverse Flash has Gorilla Grodd, Trickster, the Turtle, Captain Cold, and Golden Glider. Now, to pretty much tell you guys, this is actually, they're not all as a group, they're not all together. I don't know where that's going. Like, Reverse Flash is recruiting all of them, but I don't know where he's taking them. Maybe, like, next issue we'll find out, like, he took them all to, like, a base where they can talk about what they'll do against the Flash. But we don't really see, like, Reverse Flash traveling with each villain. We don't see, oh, he recruits Gorilla Grodd joins him on the journey. No, they just disappear. But we know that they are joining his ranks in fighting against the Flash. But he gets them, right? We got Turtle and Trickster. But the next person he gets is very interesting. Actually, next two people he gets are really interesting, right? He goes to the future. And we're like, wait, the future? Why is he in the future? And we see him and he says, hey, don't you want to take down your pops? And we're like, wait, hold up. And he's actually running, he's dodging all these like blasts, and it turns out that he's there to actually get help from Dawn and Dawn Allen. Pretty much the children of the Flash from the future, which is really interesting. I'm actually, like, we knew that they were going to show up in this Flash series like a couple months ago, but I forgot about that. Like, when I was reading this, I didn't think about that. So it was actually a shock at the end. And also, we didn't know that they'd be teaming up with the Reverse Flash. Like, imagine that. Flash's children are teamed up with his greatest enemy. That's really interesting. I'm excited to see how that turns out. But seeing this, Reverse Flash has a good Reverse Flash family. He has a lot of great villains, great rogues of the Flash. It's gonna be interesting to see him and all these villains go against like Barry in the upcoming issues. But that's pretty much what he's doing this issue. What Barry is doing is he starts out, we see him running in like a double page spread that is drawn very well, and we see him running, he pretty much recaps, oh, Godspeed died, oh, I made a big mistake, yada yada yada, pretty much he's in pity again, and we see pretty much Kid Flash and Avery fighting against Tar Pit. They beat him, well, they're actually doing pretty good, and they're about to beat him, but that's when Barry shows up and hits Tar Pit really hard, and Kid Flash is like, whoa, slow down. Well, Barry, like, you could have killed him. Be careful with that. And Flash pretty much tells him, hey, I made a big mistake. Pretty much everything, the same recap. And he says like, hey, I need you guys just to run away. Like, Reverse Flash is pretty much bring your Reverse Flash family and fight me off. And I don't need you guys dying. I don't need you guys getting hurt. And Avery and Kid Flash are like, wait, you want us to just leave? You don't want us to help you out? And Flash is like, yeah, just leave the city and get out, alright? And Kid Flash is like, wait, we've done this before. You always push us away when you get in bad situations. But Barry just leaves, he doesn't even listen, and he goes back to Star Labs, right? And actually, before this, he actually went to the gravesite of Godspeed, August Hardy. He's like, hey, he was a great friend, he was actually a good guy, and Iris is there. And Barry's like, I gotta go. I gotta pretty much go tell Kid Flash, Avery, that they gotta leave the city. I gotta do something to beat Reverse Flash. So he runs off, but Iris is like, how do you not notice that you're pretty much going into his plans? So later on in the issue, you see Iris show up to Star Labs, pretty much Barry is pity. Like, he pretty much feels guilty, he has the ring. He's not doing nothing, alright? He's just chilling in Star Labs, but not like a good chilling. So we see Iris show up, and she actually shows up with Wally and Avery, and it's like, hey, you don't have to fight this alone. We can all fight together against Reverse Flash. And Barry's like, no, I don't want you getting hurt. And Iris is like, that's not the reason you don't want them joining the fight, right? You don't want us joining your fight because you plan on killing the Reverse Flash. Which Barry does not even reject that. That's actually what he wanted to do. And at that point, he actually has like an angry stare against Iris, like, what? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, but you're not going to stop me, pretty much. So that's very interesting. Because there's actually a point in time that Barry killed Reverse Flash, way back, alright? And that was not good for Barry, so I'm guessing this won't be good for him either. Pretty much Barry has been pushed to that point where he's so angry, so pretty much sad, and mad at pretty much Reverse Flash that he's willing to pretty much kill him. Which I'm actually pretty excited to see what he does with that. But that's where we leave off. We have Reverse Flash, getting his own family, all these villains, and Barry pretty much going over the edge. Like, he's getting to the point that he's willing to kill one of his villains. So guys, we'll see what happens next, but I thought this was a pretty great issue. Seeing Reverse Flash recruiting all his villains was really awesome. It's more setup, but it was like good setup. And seeing Barry actually willing to kill Reverse Flash, I thought that was really shocking, really cool. And I'm looking forward to the next issue. But guys, the writing was on point and the art was really good by Christian Deuce. Like, his artwork was fantastic. I think he should do more artwork on this series, because he did great on Detective Comics. He does artwork on this series once in a while, but I think he should get like an entire arc, because his artwork in this issue, every single scene was just well done, right? Especially the scene like when Reverse Flash showed up to recruit Dawn, pretty much the children of the Flash. Like, the panels, how it was pretty much like set up was very good, alright? It's set up where I was like, wait, is that the children of the Flash or no? Like, I was kind of like curious, and then when it was revealed, it was a great way to end the issue. Overall, I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. I thought this was actually a really great issue, a great way to start this new arc, and this is actually the second to last arc in Joshua Williams' whole Flash run, and he's been doing a great job. I'm kind of sad that he's ending his run, but I'm also really excited to see how it ends. But guys, in the comments section below, so what you thought about this issue. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What do you think is going to happen next in this whole Flash storyline? Are you excited to see Reverse Flash with all these villains fighting against the Flash? And give me some of your theories, alright? I'd like to know all your theories on pretty much how this big run will end. But guys, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up on your channel, make subscribe to my next Flash comic review. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.